Okay, welcome to the New Orleans meeting. Okay, so we're gonna quick go over everything in general, and then we'll take questions. Okay? So Barbara is your generations group leader. Do you go by Barbara or Barb or Barbara?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so first, let's just go over the travel itinerary very quickly first. Okay. Okay, so in the first section is the in case of emergency. The first phone number is Travel House, so outside of normal office hours, that's our emergency number. During regular business hours, you have to call the office because they don't monitor it during the day. Barbara is your generations escort, and there's her mobile, so if you're running late to the bus or something like that, please let her know.
Please don't be late, everybody.
Okay, you should have all received this by in your email. Okay, you can choose to download the app to your smartphone if you have one, and then you'll have everything with you as you travel. If you don't have a smartphone, you can. Here's the physical copy of it. It's the exact same thing. Okay. Let's talk about flights. So basically, don't worry about checking in online ahead of time. It's a group, okay? You should be at the airport in plenty of time, okay? The bus is going to leave from Franconia Heritage, okay? I believe the pickup time is 7 a.m., okay? Please be there 15 minutes early, okay? Because they have to load the luggage onto the bus. And when you go to Franconia Heritage, it's unsecured, it's at your own risk, but you can leave your car, but leave it in the spaces closest to Univest Bank, because you don't want to park where there are normal customers park. They're generous enough to let us use their parking lot. Okay? So then they're going to put you on the bus, transport you to Philadelphia Airport, and there you can check in. You'll be able to pull it up with your driver's license. Your e-ticket numbers are on each of your itineraries, okay? And Barbara has the confirmation number for the airline in case you would need it for something, but generally they pull it by your driver's license, okay? Underneath the flight information, you are going to see name. That is how we have your airline tickets booked, okay? Now, I realized last time we talked and there was the whole Real ID stuff going on and Pennsylvania was not exempt. We have since gotten an exemption. So you can use your driver's licenses now. It's fine. So what I need to know is, I know some may have given their passport name. It might be the same. You can still use your passport if that's how your name is here, but you can use your driver's license. If the ID you're using does not match the name that we have printed underneath the flight on here, please let us know, or you can still use your passport if it was your passport copy. Okay.
Mine don't match.
Does it matter?
It doesn't match?
No. I just have
And
my
there won't
middle.
be any problem in
No, we have our
New Orleans
passports,
coming
so-
back with just a license.
Right, no, not at all.
But we have the passport, so I can use my passport.
If you're okay with that, if not, I can try and change it. Because I know there was a big to-do on what to do, because they waited till a week prior to it expiring before they renewed it, so.
Yeah, my license just has B.
It just has to be, but you think
Yeah.
your passport has your full.
It does.
It does.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. If you don't want to use your passport, let me know and we can see if American will let us fix it, okay?
Mhm.
So just email or call us in the office,
Okay.
okay?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
So better to use your passport?
No, you can use your license. It's been extended. Pennsylvania has an exception. So if you have a Pennsylvania license, your license is Pennsylvania, right?
Right.
Yep, you're fine using your driver's license if that's what you want to use. Okay? Okay. Now, underneath here, you will see your seat assignment. I got everybody together with your traveling partners as best as I could. Keep in mind the airlines can change seats as they seem fit, but this is what it has last time we checked. It's right underneath the flight information. It's probably the second page.
It'll say passenger and it'll have your name and
It's
then
probably
right
the
next to
second
that.
page. Are you
Yeah, but
looking?
it
Go
doesn't
back.
have a
It should.
No, it doesn't.
So where are you? They probably carried it over to the next page. Yeah, up top, right there.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Also, you will see everybody should have their e-ticket number. You don't really need it for anything. It's just there just in case. If we had your frequent flyer number, it is American. If we had your frequent flyer number, it would be noted there. If you don't see anything noted there and you have a frequent flyer number you want us to give to the airline, again, call the office or email me and we'll add it to the reservation. If you have a known traveler number, the TSA pre-check, we generally make a notation of it right in that area. So again, if there's a notation, we've given it to the airline. If we didn't have anything and you do have TSA pre-check, again, let us know the numbers and let me know and we'll have it called in for you.
How do we know if we have that?
It's a
You
program,
would
you
know.
have to pay for it and you have to go in person
Oh.
and do it. It's a whole program you have to pay for, okay? Okay, so it's a short flight, it's American, you're gonna leave Philadelphia at 10:30 and get into New Orleans at 12:41, okay? It's a nonstop flight, okay? Probably no meals, it's a short flight, you might get a beverage, you might not. So if you need snacks, make sure you take a couple with you, okay? Basically, when you get there, New Orleans is an hour behind us.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then when you get there, Premier, your tour guide with Premier is going to meet you at the airport. You're going to go down, collect your luggage, and she's going to meet you down in that baggage claim area. And then she's going to escort you out onto your bus, and then you're going to go on over to the hotel. You are staying at the Maison Dupuy. Okay. And then the first evening, there is a welcome dinner. Again, your guide's going to give you all the timing. She's going to tell you what time you need to be ready, etc. So just listen to your guide for all those details. Okay? And then if you have any issues with everything, you should let your guide know, but please keep Barbara informed too, so she knows where kind of everybody is too. Okay. So after a welcome dinner, also I want to let you know, 12:40 when you land, by the time you get over to the hotel, I'm guessing it's going to be 1 or 1:30. Technically check-in is not until like 3 or 4 p.m. So if they can't get you in right away, they will hold your bags and you can walk around a little bit until it's time to check in. But just to let you know, they may not have the rooms ready exactly when you get there. Day 2, again, your guide's going to give you what time of day the touring is going to start and all that kind of information. But you're doing the French Quarter and then you're doing the Steamboat Natchez River Cruise. Okay, and then that night you go to dinner at the New Orleans School of Cooking. Okay, for any of the meals that are included, the gratuities are included on the meals. Okay. Day 3, New Orleans Oak Alley Plantation. So again, city tour, and then you're going to go out to Oak Alley Plantation to tour the plantation. And that night you have maybe the late afternoon, evening at your leisure. Your tour guide will probably have suggestions of where you can go and eat if you want any of that, so just talk to them. And if not, the hotel front desks and concierge services are normally very good about giving recommendations. Okay. Day 4 is New Orleans
I'm looking at the dates.
Okay, I'm looking at
December
the date
5th.
because
Okay,
day 3
December
Day
5th.
3 is, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Day 4, New Orleans Celebration in the Oaks. Then you will have the day to experience New Orleans in a quarter at leisure, so that's on your own. Here were some suggestions, the Mardi Gras Museum, the World War II Museum, that kind of stuff. And again, your tour guide and your hotel will be able to give suggestions and that kind of stuff. They'll tell you what time you have to be back. That night you have a farewell dinner at the Court of Two Sisters. And then you're going to take a motor coach to the New Orleans City Park to see the celebration in the Oaks, the lights and all that, which should be very cool. The last day, day 6, or December 6th, which is day 5, they'll let you know what time you have to be ready for the transport back to the airport. Okay, and by the way, breakfast is included every day. And then you'll board your flight, the American, again, it's nonstop home, at least at 1:22 in the afternoon, and you get back at 5:12. You have the hour time change against you coming home.
So
Okay.
5:12 our time.
Yes, yes. I think almost most took travel insurance. There were some that didn't. If you did take travel insurance, there's your policy number, okay? If you have any questions with that, let us know, and there's the phone numbers that you can call if there's a problem. And Barbara can also get hold of us in the office, or if you need to. And again, we have our emergency numbers. Hopefully nobody will need any of that. And then just additional expenses, basically lunches daily, you have 1 dinner, beverages on all the meals, and then gratuities to your driver and guide. So gratuities for the bus from Franconia Heritage to the airport are included. You don't need to tip anybody there, okay? But you do have to tip your tour guide and bus driver. The recommended is for the driver 3 to 4 per person per day, and then 5 to 8 per person per day for your guide. If you have any step-on guides, those are the local guides. I don't know that you'll have any, but if you do, it's $2 for that guide.
And we pay that directly to them, right?
Exactly.
There's a little envelope in there.
Yeah.
Can you
It's right on the back. It's it's under additional expenses, so it's all written there for you. Okay, so that's just the general itinerary. So inside your packet, you're gonna find your name tag, which Premier asks that you wear. Okay. Inside the packet is your bag tag for your checked bags. Okay. There are the envelopes for the gratuities for the driver and the tour guide. Okay. Here is a copy of the itinerary that we just kind of went over, and also it's got some like just general New Orleans information in there. Okay. Okay. Here is a passenger list of everybody on the tour. Again, there are other groups from other areas of the country joining. It isn't just us, but there are 16 of you going on the trip from Generations, including Barbara.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see here. And then we have this important travel information and helpful tips, which we're going to go over in a second. And on the other side is just something to leave behind. It has your flight schedule and the hotel address and everything. You can take it with you if you want. You can leave it behind for friends and family, whatever you prefer. Okay, so under the important travel information, it's pretty easy because we're within the U.S. Again, just make sure you have your government ID and let me know if anything needs to be fixed on that. Airline seat assignments, like I said, I tried to get everybody that's traveling together sitting next to each other. You can try and change seats at the airport if you don't like your seating based on availability. You don't need anything for the airline tickets. They're electronic. So basically when you get to the airport and check in, they'll print your boarding pass, and that's what you use to go up through security and get up to the gate area. Okay? Now there are, since you are within the U.S., there are baggage fees involved. You are allowed 1 free carry-on per person, which we're going to go over that in a second for sizes, because while the airlines may allow you a small, like the roll bags and stuff, the buses, their definition of carry-on is different. So the buses are going to be more restrictive, so go by the bus policy. For the checked bag, if you're checking any baggage, they did just up the fees. It's either going to be 25 or 30. I'm hoping that they grandfather you in, so you were 25 because they just increased recently. But if not, it might be 30. So plan on 30, and if it's 25, great. It's 30 per person each way for the first checked bag. And you can only take one checked bag, because that's all the bus is going to allow you to take, okay? So 60 round trip per person if you're checking baggage,
Oh, so
That's even if
60
you're an
round
American.
trip,
Okay, for
Round trip,
one.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
What?
Round trip.
Like Kim and I get free baggage on American, we still have to pay.
You might, is it with your credit card?
Yeah.
You might, because we didn't pay by credit card and it's a group reservation. You can show them the card and see if they'll let you go. If not, they might make you pay.
Okay.
Okay.
Do they
So-
take cash?
What's the,
No, it's generally credit card at the airport.
So
the
it's
bus policy again?
I'm gonna go over that. It's
Okay.
the next one down. So, motor coach tour baggage policy, okay, you're limited to one checked bag, so that's your normal size checked bag, okay? Generally for domestic, it is under 50 pounds, okay? If you go over 50 pounds, they're gonna charge you, and it's a pretty steep price. And then, I would have to get the linear inches for you, but I don't worry about that as much as the poundage. Yeah, because that's what they really, really look at. Now you can see on here, in addition, each passenger is allowed one small carry-on, but it's recommended not to exceed 31 linear inches. So that's length plus height plus width, okay? And the capacity for carry-on bags on the coach is very limited, okay? The paper luggage tag should go to your checked baggage, okay? So this is going to be a lot more restrictive, that carry-on size, than what the airlines allow you for a carry-on. So please go by the bus, because if they can't fit your baggage on the bus, that's a problem,
All right,
Okay.
we use CPAP machines, which go with us everywhere we go.
okay?
So, do we get the CPAP plus the carry-on? Because-
You should.
The airlines does that.
You should. Do you have, like, I know I've seen a lot of them where they have like a kit and
We have medical,
like it
medical equipment.
yeah,
things.
yeah. Is it like in a carry-on case
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that? Yeah. It's pretty small, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah. That should probably fit on the bus. So it's a
Well, I'll have
medical,
to.
it's a medical need. Both of you are taking it? Okay. So remind me to let Premier know. Okay. So we'll let them know ahead of time that you're bringing it. Okay. But yeah, you should be fine. And definitely on the airline, you can take it on
Right.
as you're checked. Yeah.
Lisa,
Yeah.
any problem with my walker bringing it? I don't think so.
No,
Before.
the bus said that they will put it underneath
Underneath.
for you